Now I'm going to show you something that is going to totally blow your rocks off.
Hi. How are you?
Hello. I think you guys got a new band happening here. Hey guys. Oh, big old fun. All right.
I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. If you have a problem, turn off your station.
Kurt has hemorrhoids.
What's up? Hemorrhoids. I wouldn't be sitting down right now with you clowns if I had hemorrhoids. Holy shit, episode 54. I can't believe it. Great video. I always wonder going to those county fairs. You look at the people that, one, put those rides together, two, are operating the rides, and do you trust them? Hell no. Hell no, I don't. Anyway, thank you all for joining tonight. It's good to see everyone in the chat. We got 39,000 peeps here. I'm going to bring my brother in straight from the golf course.
Kurt, how the hell we doing?
He shot an 87. He only played 6 holes. He's getting better and better as the weeks go on. BonerJams. You're muted, dumbass.
Brian Beesman. 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 Brian Beesman.
Caleb, what's up? Caleb's like, man, I can't do this with you. Just you
Is
and
this
I.
on?
This might be just you and I tonight.
Is this on? Yeah.
Wait a minute. You're not having any fun without me.
Woo! Where's
Brian
Beesman?
Brian Beesman.
Are you on?
Still off.
Can we take a fucking moment just to admire what's going on here?
I'm here.
Oh,
damn. All right.
Mountain Dew.
Brian Beesman. Brian Beesman.
Too much sun and Mountain Dew for Brian Beesman.
I'm still figuring this shit out a year in.
Did you get some sun today? It looks like you just went sliding through a birth canal. You got like, got a little bit. You must have been wearing a hat.
I have some. I hate to break it to you guys. I have some
Scoliosis?
horrific. I have scoliosis, and I have skin cancer of the forehead.
Oh my god!
Which I have to use vaginal cream to take care of.
I heard that has many uses.
It's an absolute treat.
You know what's crazy right now is like I'm looking across the screen. You know, Brian and I are on the East Coast, and it's always dark in my room anyway because I close these fucking blinds and the shades. But I mean, look at the left side of your screen, everybody. It's like middle of the day on the West Coast.
Sunlight.
Yeah.
What's up, guys?
What's up, guys? Sunlight.
Guys, it's sunny out. What's up, guys?
So yeah, Kurt, to your point about the the roving amusement or carnival. Now, anybody wondering? I did a little investigating.
Oh, no one died, but several paralysis, right?
couple backs blown out.
Spinal.
And there was no like ambulance or medical staff there. They had to wait till the ambulance and everybody got there.
I saw bodies flying there, but that was bad.
Should we visit it? Should we
Can you
visit
play
it
it again? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's I'll do it out of the intro video just so we can actually commentate a little bit.
Blowing out your mother's guts, right, Brian?
It's true.
Wow.
So we're already getting to look
how high it is. Look how high it is.
Perfect.
Could you imagine?
I said that to Jay one Saturday night. Look
That's
how
like
high
20
it is.
That's 20 stories. Oh God! Oh
God. The kid's
yeah,
not
I
real,
watched
Mom.
the video. My son's like, "Are you okay?"
We don't mean to laugh at this, but it's, I mean, come on. Look at that person right there. Looks like a chalk outline already.
Oh my God.
What's up?
Yeah, Cobra Kai's gonna make a meme. That guy's gonna be wearing a UTV shirt.
Oh, the dude in the white just flies. Just flies. Like whatever seatbelt he had disappeared.
Now, when do you panic? When do you start to realize, like, wait
Right
a minute,
there.
this thing ain't slowing down?
Right there.
Right there. I'm fucking petrified
Yeah,
of heights.
when washers and bolts are flying off that thing.
So just go regular speed again. Let's
Right.
I'll show you when I panic.
The ass pucker moment.
Now.
Check out the lights on the pole.
Oh, whiplash!
Dude. Nobody was uninjured on that thing. Nobody.
But nobody died, so that's all right.
Oh my God. I love the people standing there. Not only are they like, I'm not going on it, but I have to run far away from that.
Yeah, let me hide behind you, Dad.
I broke my back.
Spinal.
If you guys can see on the bottom right side of the screen here is the operator. Watch the nonchalant. I didn't watch. Ready? That's him right there. He just walks away from it.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't do
You're
it.
wearing a polo shirt and Adidas workout pants. You're not qualified.
Like, well, I'm not going to have to unhook anybody.
Yeah. The operator, the cake operator.
I wonder how many vertebrae was blown out and how many people shit their pants.
Oh, dude.
There's not a clean pair of drawers in the house.
No, because I think aren't these things designed to kind of like fall, but then they kind of catch and then they slowly go down to the bottom, right?
It's supposed to have like magnet or like magnet
Right,
shocks.
it gives you that sensation of falling and then it catches you. But
Oh, like that one dude when he gets people up in those like free fall ones.
And he tells them, oh yeah, and he tells them, the seatbelts were broken. We got to check it out. And he already flipped the switch, and they go.
That's fucked up.
Got to find that clip.
He does it to a lot of people. Like I'd be pissed.
Oh my God.
So
The last thing I want, when I'm freaking scared, the last thing I want is someone to make me more scared.
Yeah,
like I'm already scared, dude.
Yeah,
I know Brian's on here, but there's a guy that does videos of the slingshot, where they strap you in and you go flying in the air, and he posts girls with big boobs.
Oh,
Oh, really?
Yeah, he must work for the carnival because he must rip the videos.
Are you trying to talk to my mom about this? What the fuck?
No, I don't want to offend her.
That's what it sounded like.
We got Brian's mom's here, so let's talk about big boobs.
Speaking of bosom. Look at the bottom. Look at the whole bottom of it. Just boom.
Jay, can you edit that into like the beginning of when the levee breaks or something?
It's the bass drum.
Right? Yeah. I mean, come on, play that again.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yep. Oh, that's pretty good. Well, what are we gonna do after that, right? Yeah.
Wow.
Hey, look what I got in the mail today, boys. Oh my God. Let's see what I got in the mail.
Hair extensions.
I got my UTB hat.
Nice. It's about time.
Looks good too, right? Usually I can't wear hats like this forward, but this one I can. This is a backward and forward hat. I mean, I still look like an asshole, but that just goes with the territory.
Why did it took you so long to get a hat?
Because it had to go from Connecticut to Washington State, and then from Washington State to South Carolina. made its rounds.
Did.
But hey, we're good to go. Yep.
Speaking of hats and gifts and prizes, everyone who won some shit last week, everything has been sent out. Mikey Mojowski, Lewis, hats have been sent. Randy Price, your Gizmachi CD, autographed by Jay himself, has been sent out.
How do you cut this? Oh shit! Am I gonna be able to cut this? I got to take this plate off to cut off. Oh man, maybe I'm not doing that on the air.
So clearly, Jay hasn't done his end of the bargain.
Well, I wanted to do it live.
You just need a nice sharp pair of dikes, and you should be able to snip it at the volume pot and one at the input jack. There you go.
One of these bad boys.
Yep.
Yes.
Guarantee Jay will fuck it up.
I sent Ashley's Third Halen shirt out today. So
I know. I
sent that on Monday.
I sent her a message. She knows.
Monday.
She knows.
Please post
Well, on that note, Brian, let's congratulate Trev, Ben Coombs, Ashley Moore as well, Randy Price, Joe Brown, William De Silva. He got a UTB Pounder glass.
Pounder.
Chuck Watson.
Chuck Bobuck.
Yep. Ask Me Again, I'll Knock You Down. Mikey Mojo. Ryan OU812. And the big winner, Ed DeBrill.
Ed.
I think the guitar went out today, is what Hawkins Jimmy said.
Oh, Hawkins. Hey, you know what? After all the shit we gave away, we forgot something. After we went off the air and we signed off and said our goodbyes, I was like, frig! We forgot to give away something. So I'm going to show it now, and if anybody wants this, we'll do a giveaway.
Oh.
But let's just see what we forgot to give away here.
Oh my god!
Wow.
So going once.
Wow.
Oh, we got a winner.
Brian.
Congrats, Jeannie.
What?
Jeannie won.
Oh.
Wow.
And R2R3 Locky Nut is in the house. He got totally raped in the chat from the trivia. According to YouTube, his answer was first before Mojo's. But on StreamYard, Mojo's was first. So we sent a consolation prize to
This,
R2R3.
right? A jar. We sent a mason jar of Peter North's.
Oh, fuck yeah.
we sent a Sibian to R2. Congrats.
A used one.
Yes.
From Brian's garage.
Yes, from the garage.
That's a lot.
probably filled that pretty quickly. I mean, come on.
I don't understand this.
I'm gonna be nice.
Yep, it is Peter North approved.
Good deal. Mikey Mojo, make sure you check the male genitalia for your hat. So keep an eye on it.
Wait, so when is that coming in the mail?
Ooh, I see what you did there.
Sorry.
Jay, are you going to do that live tonight or maybe not?
What, the mason jar?
No.
What, the cutting out the pickup?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, all I got to do is, I can't even get this volume knob off though, man. This thing is like on there. Caleb?
A remover?
What?
How do I get this volume knob off?
Flathead and twist?
Okay. I'll do it. You want me to do it live on the air tonight, boys?
Do it live.
Okay. You guys are gonna have to run the show for a bit.
I like your hat, Jay. Looks good on you.
Thanks. For once, I can wear a forward hat. I mean, I think I like these hats. These are cool.
You don't have the Peter North brim going on?
No. Peter North brim. Oh shit, Caleb.
Yeah.
Any news on that guitar you were talking about a couple weeks ago?
Oh, what do you mean? Oh, I got my refund.
Okay, so you got the refund on the one you returned.
Yeah, and I haven't
what-
pulled the trigger yet on anything yet. So
Okay. Now we're just saying that for on the air purposes, right? But when we discuss everything in the green room after,
no, it's a true statement.
Okay.
I'm still building the wet, dry, wet. That is coming up rather costly. Let's just say. So,
my bad. So how far are you along on the wet, dried, wet?
Well,
he has 3 heads there that have no guts to them.
Yeah. No, I've been doing something. I think it's a mistake because when you message a cat like this, he's gonna tell you exactly what you need, and it might be a little more than you actually need, but it is the right way to do it. And let's just say Pete Thorne, who's a friend, I guess we've broke bread together for
broke bread with my family, brother.
For a meal. We broke bread.
You didn't just meet him at NAM. You guys actually are friends.
Yeah, we text and whatnot, and I didn't just meet him at NAM. No. So when the EVH Boss delay pedal came out, I asked him about putting together a wet, dry, wet, and what he recommended when I told him what components I wanted to use for the speakers. And they're going to be obviously this 50-watt EVH right here. This baby is going to be the main head in the middle. And then that's going to sit on top of the 412 in the middle. And then I have down here a 212. And I have an inquiry about acquiring. What are you laughing at? What's the problem?
But when you were talking about it, I did that.
Okay.
Because I'm,
She lives around here. Yeah. So I have the 212 down here. That's going to be one side, and then I'm waiting to get another one.
What is going on? So how much more do you have to get?
Okay, well, that's just the speakers and the head. Okay, now inside, I'll show you. Pete recommended a power. You have to get a power amp to power the sides.
Yeah.
The outsides, the dirty sound goes down the middle, and then
jet.
the outsides are going to come out of the. What I mean, it'd be good to know, especially when it's that funny.
Well, if it was me or Kurt, you'd hear it coming through the speakers.
Kurt. Brian Beesman.
Anyway, so I got this Rocktron Velocity Power 300 power amp. That's 150 watts per side. That's going to power the outsides in stereo.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the one he recommended because of its really warm, guitar-friendly sound. Okay, so I found one of these on Craigslist in Detroit, and the guy sent it to me, $235. Okay, not bad at all.
The hell are you doing in Detroit?
He said you're gonna need this thing called a paralyzer mixer, right?
Jesus Christ!
And this is to make sure that both those outside stereo sounds that come out of the delay are, I think, in parallel, they call it. Okay. So that's that. Another $300.
Whoa, does Rob Johnson have one of those?
No.
He got that one from Milwaukee.
Then there's a Sir line out box
Uh-huh.
that is for the middle thing, and that is to make sure the grounding and it's all in phase. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Because a lot of people are setting up these wet, dry, wet rigs, and they're not in phase. Okay.
Like
and if you know what that means, you're gonna hear that wet sound on both sides a little differently than it should be.
Love it wet.
Yeah, because if it's reaching one of them too early or too late, there's always the whole delay, the delay compensation thing,
It's
and
not
you got to
gonna
make sure
be-
everything is going.
Only like guitar players can hear that stuff. And so when he gave me the list of things that I needed to get, those are the things. So now I'm just waiting on the line out box to arrive and the actual delay itself from Sweetwater, which I ordered, and it's not in yet because they sold out of all of them.
Well, I know somebody who bought one and returned it already, so I just should have had him send it to you.
Yeah.
No, it wasn't me. I didn't buy that shit. The Chad. I'm just gonna throw him under the bus right now.
Do
the Chad
it.
bought one and returned it.
But yeah, that's crazy. I think it's ridiculous, and I'm even looking at a road case to house this amp with a 6-space rack thing for the velocity and room for all this stuff in the rack. And I think I found something so that if I ever do take something like this on the road and have wherever we're playing get 3 cabinets, I can make it happen. But I don't intend on bringing this rig anywhere but to local area shows
you can drive to,
because it would be stupid to cart that anywhere on our budget. But I'm being stupid, and it's fun, but nervous all the same, because I have no idea if I'm going to be that impressed with it.
Yeah, like then what? And you got to return a bunch. It's not like you buy 1 or 2 things. It's like now you're looking at spending, $1,000. How much?
It's probably going to run around, $1,200, $1,500 all told, to get the wet, dry, wet thing happening. So,
man,
I know, stupid. So, there you go, folks.
I got a question for you.
What's that?
On your new Japanese Wolfgang.
Yes.
Have you A/B'd it with your special? Because I believe they have different pickups in the bridge, right? There's an Alnico 3, I think, in the neck, and
yeah, this one sounds a little more bassy, and
more balls to it.
A little more, bottom end, and the other one's definitely like raspier. If that makes any sense, they're definitely different guitars, but I love that special, and that's the one I use on the road because it's replaceable, and B, it sounds great, and it stays in tune, and it does everything I need. So I looked into Axe Effects, looking into one. What is that another processor, Axe Effects?
It's the fractal audio.
Yeah, that interchangeable thing, right? Or
no, that's a what the hell is that called? I forget. But no, Axe Effects is basically, it's along the same lines as like the quad cortex, the
Emperor and the quad cortex. No, I haven't looked into that. I've just I went low budge and easy with the head rush, and I have nothing but great things to say about it. And even the people that come to see the show, they can't believe that my rig is this little head rush MX5 that's doing the whole thing. They really have trouble believing that, and it sounds absolutely perfect to me live. So
I've seen some reviews on YouTube. They're pretty good on that head rush.
Yeah, it's amazing what these digital processors can do now to make your sound. So no, I have not tried the Axe Effects. I only the body spray.
Well, let us know how it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
So what is the timeline? When are you thinking you'll have this thing all?
I don't know. Maybe in 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Depending on if the other cabinet doesn't come, in time, I can still. What's cool about the 5150 combo is I can use it as a. What is so funny?
Brian's losing it. He's just going through the chat.
Yeah.
Carry on, Caleb.
Look at him.
Anyway, yeah, use the
isolation
5150 as just a speaker cabinet alone. So.
All right. Well, I'm excited. I just hope that it's not one of those things you buy and you're like, you know, it's not really what I was hoped and dreamed for. But
well, I know John DeShane and Ryan from OU812, they rave about their wet, dry, wet. And they say once you start it, you won't ever go back to anything different. But
well, listen to Ryan from OU812, you know, listen to his friggin' shit. Sounds great.
Yeah.
I think he's in here still, right? So, but he has the original, the same, you know,
processor
effects units that he was using. He has two of them shits.
Yeah.
Is that enough guitar talk for the night?
I think so.
Anybody else get any new gear or get any new gear?
No.
No. I know, Jay, you were working on your Ernie ball today.
Oh, yeah. Let me show you guys something funny. Go ahead. Keep going.
I know you showed that guitar a couple weeks ago. I didn't realize how to find those things of in the wood on the neck. The fretboard, how it's got the different colored wood. You really couldn't tell when it had strings on it, but when he took the strings off, man, it's noticeable. I don't know if you noticed that when he sent the photo. No? You didn't look at it. You were working probably.
Well, the secret's out. I have two of these exact same guitars. That's why you'll notice that the neck is different.
Oh, okay.
So if anybody notices, there's no strings on this shit.
Yeah.
So I took the strings off today. I oiled the fretboard. God damn, this thing. Awesome. So yeah, that's just shit streaks. You know, I didn't wash my hands.
That's crazy.
But it sucks. Like I took the strings off, oiled the fretboard, and then I came back upstairs to go into the drawer where all my strings are. And I didn't have any goddamn 9 to 42 sets. I was like, son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch.
So I had to run to Guitar Center. And I was talking to Kurt about this. So, you know, usually
you went to Guitar Center and you didn't make a video?
I didn't go live. Sorry. I didn't go live.
He has a live.
What is the matter with you?
Yeah.
You could have got someone to buy those strings for you, dude. Come on.
That's a good point. I could have. So I didn't realize, you know, these things aren't cheap, obviously. They're $12.99 for a pack of you know, just one pack. And you know, I was contemplating, should I just get the regular XLs, right? You know, there are great strings either way. Well, they raised the prices on them shits. Those are $6.99 now. So I'm like, you know what?
Inflation is a motherfucker.
Dude, F it. I'm just going to go with the because these ones do last a little longer. And they feel friggin' amazing. So I'll put them on either tonight or tomorrow or something like that. So this one has, obviously, you see these pickups. And this one has, oops. Sounds like a baseball bat. See? So, yeah.
Jay, are all your 6 strings 9 to 42?
There you
No.
go, Jay.
Damn.
Wow.
Look at that. No, if it's tuned standard, it's 9 to 42, but anything heavier, it's, you know, like I think the Frankie is E flat, so that one I think is, I might have put 9.5 to 44s on that one. I think I tried it and it felt good. I think. I don't even know what the hell string gauge is. If those strings start snapping, I don't know what the hell I'm going to put on them. So
That's a great idea. Live stream from Guitar Center. Why didn't we think of that?
yeah.
No comment. So you didn't get the strings put on? What the hell?
Why didn't have him put them on him? Put the strings on for me?
No, why didn't you go home and put them on?
I don't know, because I have a fucking 3-year-old and a 6-year-old. That's why they let me do shit. So,
What kind of oil do you use on the fretboard?
I used some of that mason jar Peter North left for me.
Oh, the organic.
Yeah.
Nut
No, I
sauce?
used the
I thought it was a ball jar.
it's the Music Nomad.
F1 oil.
Yeah, it's good. It's good shit, man.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's good shit. KY, there you go. Some Dave do. There you go.
Well,
Yep.
this just in. Zeke. I want to say thanks for the hat, Kurt. And everyone saw in the chat, I've been going through some medical stuff this week. Even if it's just a hat, the surprise cheer me up. Well, thank you, Zeke.
Thinking about you, man.
Yeah.
Good luck with everything, Zeke.
Yeah, dude. Maybe we should. Who wants to go through the chat a little bit?
I've done it
Let's
the
say
last
hi to
4
everybody.
weeks.
What?
I've done it the last 4 weeks.
We might as well continue the trend.
Yeah, you're doing a great job, bud.
Yes.
Yeah, if you're good at something, right? Stick with it.
All right, here we go. All Dave, all night. Andy Carson. This is in alphabetical order. Ashley Moore. Bent Tom. What's up, Bent? Bo Zeke. Bryce Regal. Christopher. Live. Sova. Dick Passwater's here. Thank God it's water. Ed DeBrill. BonerJams Boys.
Big winner. The big winner.
Ferd Burfel. Graphite and Cigars. Hip Metal Works. Jimmy Ray Hawkins.
Yeah.
Joe Brown. John Duchesne. OU812. That's Ryan. Quentin James. What's up, Quentin? Randy Price is here.
Yeah.
Go on, Randy. Where is it?
Oh, yeah.
R2, R3, locking, nut. Renus Pinkle, Sean Hockey, Six Fingered Assault, our boy Symmetry, that's Trev.
Smitty.
Yo, what's Smitty?
Flu, you're my boy. Some Dave dude, William De Silva, and Xander is here, sneaking in the chat.
In the back door.
What's up, Xander?
And if I've missed anyone else, Ryan will get it later. Oh, this just in. Is here.
Wow.
There he is. And fruitcake. Tony.
Yo, what's up, Cakes?
Oh yeah, cakes. So yeah, I'll be on with Fruitcake and the boys this Saturday at 9 p.m. over on Fruitcake Tony's channel. So everybody, come enjoy the fun.
Why are you going to be on?
I don't know. Talking about Show Me Your Pick episode of Gizmochi.
Oh, okay.
So I'm gonna have to.
He said pick, right?
Relearn some Gizmochi, I guess, facts for everybody because I've forgotten a lot of shit.
Are you going to be playing Saturday night?
God, I hope not.
You should.
Do some bridge bending?
Do something else bending.
And some panty dropping?
I will be able to watch Jay. I'll be home, so I will be able to watch live. And
oh, you will?
Yeah, I'm not leaving till Sunday.
Okay. All right. Cool.
Where are you going?
Going golfing for 2 days with some buddies.
2 days of golfing? That sounds like fucking torture.
It sounds awesome.
If you only knew, Jay.
If you only knew. Remember that song? What I'm gonna do to you. Come on. It's a
Caleb Curtin,
WWF
I think,
song. Remember that
would be
shit?
dope.
Yeah, I do.
Okay.
Who sang it?
Everybody. Remember? Well, it was what's his name? Mouth of the South, Jimmy Hart, right?
Oh, that's right. Yeah. Out of the South.
Bend the pipe until it leaks. There you go.
Kurt, that's going to be great. I know Caleb and I would like to go golfing.
Well, one of these days we'll get together and Jay can just drive the cart.
Yeah.
I'll be fine with that. Does the carts have horns in them?
No. But you can bring one of those air horns that they use on boats.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring one of the mini ones, you know.
Caleb, when was the last time you went golfing?
Oh, I don't even remember, and it won't be anytime soon. So
Really?
He's in a wet, dry, wet to fund over here. He ain't doing shit. Look at him. It's like he hasn't slept or eaten in 3 days.
really,
No, you look good. It's the sunlight.
a little pale. I had an MRI on my neck.
So how you? Yeah. So what happened? You're not wearing that wrist thing anymore, right? Or the forearm thing?
Yeah, I'm not wearing that. No, it's I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do the PT and see what happens. So, but there's definitely a C6, C7 pressure on the nerve, and that's what's shooting down my shoulder and my arm. So,
Are you going to a chiropractor?
I was gonna say, have you thought about chiropractic?
I thought about it. I don't know if that's gonna do the trick. So,
Well, you never know.
seems a little bit, spinal for sure.
That sucks.
Yo,
I'm
what's
going
up, Warlag?
back issues right now, Caleb. So I feel you, buddy. It sucks.
Oh, 2 days of golf will fix that, bud. So
2 days of something else will too.
yeah.
Well, hey, we got 68 watching.
Look at all the people here tonight.
So I went to Target today to get some supplies, and usually Target's like a pretty safe place, right? Wouldn't you say?
For what?
Just like not having to deal with riffraff or a shit store.
Yeah.
Usually it's pretty clean, right? And you trust it. So I got to get some deodorant, and I don't know. I'm not one of those guys that like finds the deodorant and sticks with it forever. So I'll, try different shit. And so I go to grab this one deodorant to smell it. And they have those like butt plugs that go on the top to keep it like sealed.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this one I opened, it didn't have one of those butt plugs. So I went to smell it, and it smelled like fucking BO.
So
And I folded it away, and there was a fucking armpit hair on it.
Oh. You sure it's not a public hair?
I can still smell it, and this was like 2 hours ago. But who tries deodorant?
That's the manliest thing I've ever heard done at Target.
You should.
Smelling it or trying it on at the store?
Trying it on.
Dude, I'm thinking like some homeless dude went in there and probably
Hopefully
showered.
hopefully it was an armpit hair, bud.
Yeah. Wait, you never put deodorant on your like underneath your balls?
Yeah,
Come
your
on,
taint.
you have.
Never
Not-
have.
Not even when you're like in high school and you're like going on a date or something. You're like,
Taint
fuck
it up.
it. Right.
Yeah.
If she goes down, which she ain't, but just wipe a little down there under the balls.
But she taint.
Paint that taint.
Paint the taint.
I just shove a Jolly Rancher down there and just let it just ooze out.
Then she doesn't know
Marinate.
what's bigger. She can't figure out what's bigger.
Grape.
The fuck are you doing?
Anyway, that was terrible. I was pissed off.
So did you only go into Target for deodorant? There's no way.
No, I got a few other things. You want to see my receipt?
No.
Was this before or after your truck got accosted with people taking air out of your tires?
What happened?
That was 2 hours prior to that.
No.
Wait, whoa.
So I go to get my oil changed today, and my truck has the air tire sensors on them, and they're super finicky. Like the front ones have to be a certain pressure, the back ones have to be a certain pressure. So once I get them set, like you don't fuck with them. So I pull in, and they're checking all the stuff in my truck. And he's like, "How do you like your tires set at?" I said, "Don't touch my fucking tires." I said, "The pressure's perfect. I got a gauge right here that tells me 55, 55, 50, 50. Don't touch them."
Big money.
Sorry, Kurt. False flag. Thank you. He had an Ocean Gate. He had a head MRI, and he felt like he was on Ocean Gate. All right.
They gave me earplugs for that thing. That was very loud.
Damn.
Jay,
So
you wanna
anyway,
read that?
they're changing the oil,
Good.
and all of a sudden I look back, and some fucking waterhead's taking air out of my tires. And I'm like, "Dude, are you taking air out of my tires?" He's like, "Yeah." He told me to check them. I said, "No." I said, "Fill them back up to what they were." "Well, I don't know what they were set at."
I don't know what they were set at. Well, then what?
So he took air out of 3 tires and left the driver's side front one after I told him to knock it off. Sure enough, I'm on the phone with Brian. I'm telling the story, and my sensor goes off. And, just when you got something on the dash that's blinking at you, it just pisses you off.
Mhm.
So now I got to drive to Seattle tomorrow. So before I go, I got to fill up 3 tires back up to where they were before.
Blinky.
You go into a place to get your oil changed to do preventative maintenance, not add maintenance.
Mm-hmm.
So fuck you,
go like
Valvoline.
6 pounds over, by the way. You'll save some gas.
And wear out your tires.
It's okay.
Anyway.
So
that
truck
happened.
tires ain't wearing out. Fucking knobby ass tires.
Yeah. I'm a
False
knob.
flag. I had MRI. I felt like I was in an Ocean Gate. On Ocean Gate.
Yep. I don't know if you knew what that felt like, but God, lots going on with that, huh? Since we were on.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to mute you guys for a second, okay? I apologize.
Yeah, I heard that they heard alarms about pressure. Pressurization.
Like 2 or 3 days prior to everyone thinking they were missing.
No, I mean, I heard that on board they received pressurization alarms, which could be like, you're gonna die in a few seconds. So they knew it wasn't like as fast as we thought, probably. So.
Well, yeah, I guess the suspense or the anticipation is worse than because when it actually buckled, I guess, they probably didn't feel a fucking thing. But I mean, when it's like this thing is gonna,
yeah, that last moment of your life is complete terror. It's awesome.
When you're stuck in there, what are you gonna do? Freak out for no reason?
I think that would have been complete terror from the time they drilled those bolts closed. So, I mean, we're gonna lock you in this thing.
It's true.
God.
Hey, what's up, Clayton James Hicks, 1998.
Hicks.
Hey, Caleb, Warlock has a question for you.
What's that? How's the stealth play? Yes, Japanese model. I got a black one here with block on it. Plays very nice. But I have the Ivory 2009 USA. It has a bird's eye maple fretboard and maple neck. That one, and that guitar is as good as any guitar I've ever owned. This one is the made in Japan one, and I knew it was going to be good just based on the factory that it was built in, because that factory apparently builds all the best guitars that come out of Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And I can't tell that this is not the USA model at all. I can't tell. It's that good. And so just because it says made in Japan is a misnomer if you think it's going to be a lesser of quality.
Well, so I think Jay will agree with me. Some of the best guitars are made in Japan.
Yeah, they are.
And even Eddie, prior to passing, he was buying all he could guitars from made in Japan.
Oh, holy that's a lot.
Yes, yes, this is a kill switch. Yeah. No, it's great. And I've never had a guitar with block inlays before, and they're absolutely beautiful. And I showed the guys the black one and the white one before I made my decision. And of course I think they were 50-50 on it. So, but I went with this one, and I'm very happy. So
I love the look of that.
I know they just released the video with Frankie today, Frankie Lindia, playing a secrets styled piece.
Yeah.
Post. And it sounds great. And I think someone messaged me today. I'm not going to say who, but they're frustrated with EVH because they think that this cheapens the American version. And I'm like, well, you know what? If you can afford a USA Wolfgang, you're not saving up for it. You have the money. You know, like that's not something you're like, I'm saving up for that guitar. It's a, $4,000 guitar now. And this is like basically half the price. And
it opens up the avenue for other people.
Yeah.
I agree with that person.
Yeah.
I think if I went out and spent $4,000 on a guitar and somebody else can go out and spend half that, and the average person doesn't know the difference, and it's like, well, what the fuck am I spending this much money for this guitar? It's almost like when Ibanez came out with the Indonesian Universe Premium, they made it the exact same color scheme as the original black and green Universe, and it's like, well, what makes the original so special now if you have a cheap version that looks just like it? You know what I mean? You should have made different finishes. That's how I feel about it. It makes different colors, different finishes, you know?
Well, whoa, what was that? You disagree?
Diarrhea.
Okay.
Yeah, remember Mitch Malloy, was it?
But no, I wasn't talking to Mitch Malloy. Where was I? Oh, the thing I'd love to see from EVH is a new USA finish, maybe once in a while. It's been a while since that. And I understand that since he passed and that there's not a lot of reason on their part to start blowing out a bunch of models and things and blowing out backs and doing that. But yeah, I'd love to see some different USAs that I can't afford. So
Following announcement has been paid for by the New World Order.
Be nice to see.
Mojo.
Who's paying $4.5 grand for a Pia? Aren't they $3,500?
For what?
Owner.
Ibanez Pia. I'll read it.
Oh.
Thanks again for the giveaway, fellas. Punch. This Machi J708. Buck going in one of my asses. Oh, axes. Congrats, Ashley Moore, Randy Price. Oh, you wait one too. And Ed. Clap.
Caleb, what strings do you have on that?
I use Ernie Ball 942.
Kurt, do you go 942 as well?
Yes. If it has a Floyd, yes.
Okay. If it doesn't?
10.
Okay.
10 to 46.
What?
Good deal.
Yeah.
Jay,
Is
go ahead.
Joe Hervey still here? Is he still in here? Today's his birthday.
Joe Hervey, 84?
Yep. Happy birthday, Joe.
Yeah. Has Cameron Brown ever played a Wolfgang? I've never seen a Wolfgang in a video, so I'm curious.
He had I think they sent him like a standard or something at one point.
Oh, okay.
I thought he had a 5150, didn't he?
No, it's not a Wolfgang. Yeah, he has a Frankie.
He's a Frankie, and I think he had the older, like the Stripe series Frankie too, like the original one that's not relict or doesn't have the cavities in it. So.
Wow.
Les Paul too, hon, even with the shorter scale. It's probably like fucking rubber bands on that thing. Bow.
Yeah, people use different gauges for different. I use 942 on both my E flat and standard guitars. I don't really go different. But
E flats too. No shit, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I do too.
Did Eddie do that as well?
I think so. But he cool. He had standard guitars, and I think he stayed with 9. I've never heard him playing 10s. So
good deal.
Brian loves the tunings.
Oh yeah.
E standard, E flat. It's cool.
Hard.
What the hell do I have to do? Take you downstairs to a private room and ask you? Huh?
Good
Oh
deal.
no. Ben Tom says, after losing half my index finger last year, I can only play nines now, even though I feel like, damn.
Which
sucks,
hand?
dude?
Obviously left, probably.
Well, I would assume, yeah. You should have asked them if they could take some of your penis to build your finger back up.
Thanks, Quentin.
Quentin.
Caleb, you know what would be cool?
What's that?
Since you're sitting so far away, you should put the mic behind you with it like angled, you know, like it's sneaking up on you.
Is this okay? Is this okay?
Well, the closer you are to the microphone, I mean, it starts to do its job instead of picking up the fog. It sounds like what?
What? It's not good?
No, you're good. Hey, Jay, Sean Rugby had a question. He said, did they ever make a 7-string EVH?
No, and they probably never will.
Maybe. No, I think
Wolfgang does.
I think Wolfgang is talking about it, maybe. So,
well, hey, that was in my suggestion email to them 4 years ago.
Right to the spam folder.
No, Mike Taft made sure it went to the powers that be, as Alex would say. Oh, Ben said he'd rather have the length on his he'd rather have the length on his finger because he can afford it, you know. Patty, what's up?
What's up, Patty?
Have you guys checked out Eddie Trunk's new podcast?
I have.
Michael Anthony tonight. Oh, was that?
Yeah, that was today.
That's that metal show, basically reincarnated, right? So
yeah, that rocks. It's called.
That's hold on a second. That's what they came up with
the exclamation mark. That rocks.
Oh, okay. Well, then that settles it.
Definitely, it's great.
That rocks. Really?
Yeah.
Really? I mean, that metal show was kind of. It's like, hey, it's what it is, right? That metal show. That's fine. That's fine. You know, you don't have to come up with a clever name as long as it's something that's like so obvious like that. That rocks.
Yeah, they're trying to make a spin-off, I think.
Jay, stop trying to get them to do our show.
Oh yeah, because they would do it.
Yeah. I know.
Anyway, so Brian, did you watch the Corey Taylor one?
Yes.
Yeah, with his pants off. What are you, crazy? Of course.
Pants off, finger in my asshole, touching prostate. It was great. Actually, I met Jim Florentine right after Gizmachi played when they opened for Slipknot.
At NAMM?
Yeah, also
Jim
it was
saw or at least heard us play.
It was the Meadowlands.
Probably wasn't paying much attention, but you know.
I like that band a lot. that guy Jay is really good.
He sounds just like him.
Yeah, they put us on a half hour early at that fucking show, man.
Yeah, I missed the after set. I was in the bathroom doing on Upper Decker. So.
No, he watched it.
Those guys on our show, huh, Caleb?
I got mail. Yeah.
Kurt,
nice guy.
how the hell we doing?
Oops.
Anyway, pretty cool. They've had some big boppers on there so far. One interesting thing today, Caleb, if you didn't watch Michael Anthony's interview.
I haven't yet.
One of the guys asked him, hey, do you have any old memorabilia from back in the day? Any stage gear?
Stage worn stuff from the 1984 tour? I'd love to know. See that.
Do you have any stage props?
Do you have still have your outfits? Do you ever put them back on? You know,
So
wearing
Michael
Uh,
around the house.
That Gumby outfit you wore on the 5150 tour. Remember that? You did your solo.
Is that still hanging in your closet?
He said in 84.
I've never tried to do
Caleb,
Jim Florentine.
you ain't getting shit in. Sorry, go ahead.
I've never tried to do a Jim Florentine impression in my life. I just want you to know that. And
That's pretty good.
Let it fly. Thanks. I'm impressed.
I'm super impressed.
Well done.
All right. Kurt, what were you saying there?
Kurt.
So he asked Michael Anthony, do you have any memorabilia or stage gear or anything like that left over, you know, in your storage locker? And he said in 84, when Dave quit, he took everything.
Did he say quit?
Yeah.
Dave took everything?
He said he took everything. Outfits, lights,
Sibians.
Wait, Dave took all their outfits too?
He took everything.
Wow, kind of like Rockstar, right? That's my mic. That's my mic cable. That's my Gumby outfit.
So that's why they didn't have any of those old white with black speakered cabinets for the 5150 tour, right?
Because Pete Angelus left with Dave, and I think Pete was in charge of all that.
He just cleaned out the lockout, right?
And I just wonder where all that shit went. You know?
I wonder if they ever asked him, like when he got back in, you know? Hey, Dave,
I think Dave must have sold it for a bunch of coke, and then all those cool amps on stage, they just went up his nose.
All right, I'm done.
No, you're not.
I like it. Well done, Caleb.
Thanks, man. Thanks.
Yep.
Jay, what else is new and exciting in the land of make believe?
Well, make believe is right. Nothing really. I'm just, I've been working on learning the fretboard. I kind of went in reverse in guitar playing. I never learned like theory or anything I should have, because I always felt like whenever I tried to learn any of that stuff, like whether it be scales, whether it be theory, the circle of fifths, all that shit, I got bored and I was like, I don't want to not want to play guitar, So I always kept putting it off and putting it off and putting it off. So after numerous conversations with Larry Mitchell, and he's like, Jay, learn the fretboard. Learn the fretboard. So I've been working on that for the past 3 weeks, and it's a fucking tall task learning that, again, it's not like I'm in my late teens anymore, in my 20s, where I can sit in a room for 9 hours and just fucking woodshed and just ignore the planet while I'm, learning this stuff. So,
are you doing 7-string or 6-string?
No, 6-string. Yeah. I mean, it's just got an extra B on it, so it'll just translate over. But I mean, it's slowly getting there. I'm just waiting for that moment where, I look at the fretboard and it just looks like a goddamn map. You know what I mean? And it's like you start seeing things open up. It's slowly getting there. I can look and I know like certain frets and certain strings and like, okay, here you go. And it's just, it doesn't seem like it would be that, I don't want to say difficult, but that challenging, or maybe it is, maybe difficult is the right word. But it's, the guitar isn't tuned like a piano. The piano is just right in front of you. It's laid out perfectly, right? But every string, it's like everything shifts and moves, and it's Caleb, do you know when you look at the fretboard, do you know all the notes and shit like that on each string? Or do you kind of, some of them and you kind of just have to figure it out?
I still don't know them all.
Okay.
I always kind of get on myself for not, I think like I should at this point, because there's only 22 times 6, right? Yeah, there's only whatever that math is.
You technically only have to learn 5 strings because the low E and the high E are the exact same. So there's that.
Right. Yeah, I should know. I mean, I usually just figure it out from the octave of what is the lower note. So it's usually the higher notes that I don't know. So
Andy, be safe. The 1, 4, 5, those are chords.
Andy.
Right? And what it comes from, shit. I don't know. Anybody else know this?
From the fretboard, clearly.
Where 1, 4, 5 came from, the whole that's just the chord progression.
Yeah, it's just the root and the 4th and the 5th position in the major scale, I think.
I mean, people got to understand this, right? Up until I don't know how many years ago, not that long ago, I never even thought of the whole E. There's like, E goes straight to F, B goes straight to C. Like I never even bothered to learn any of that shit. I'm like, just let me learn fucking Dream Theater. Skipped all the pleasantries. And first, 4th, and 5th degree is the diatonic scale in the key of C. See, that's like fucking Chinese to me right there when you're talking about all that shit.
What the fuck does diatonic mean? I don't even.
Yeah.
Speaking of learning guitars, Caleb, how's lessons going for you, bud?
Good. Good.
Fuck yeah.
Yes.
I taught a new kid today. That was cool.
On the block.
He wanted to
Donnie,
learn.
was it
He wanted to learn Beat It.
Joey?
So
Really?
yeah. So
You wanted to learn what?
the solo for Beat It.
there you go.
Yeah.
So do you know, like when somebody contacts you and says, hey, I'm looking for, some EVH technique lessons or whatever,
Yes.
before you actually get on camera with them, do you know like what they want to work on?
No, I met this dude on Skype for the first time today. I think he's 22 years old. Alonzo, if you're out there watching, he's in New Jersey. He's in New Jersey, and we
God bless him.
Basically said hello through the screen, and then I said, "So what when you reached out to me, what was it exactly that you wanted to learn? Like what activity, what part of the whole EVH thing did you want to know?" And he said, "Well, I want to learn solos." And I was like, "Okay." And then he said, I said, "Anything in particular?" And he said, I want to learn Beat It." So we got right into it, and
so you pretended that you got a bad connection.
Well, I honestly didn't remember the whole thing off the top of my head. So I went, instead of going to someone else's video, I went to my video and kind of went through that with him. And it's cool to get rudimentary and get to the basics of a technique.
Oh, getting the meat and potatoes of like.
Well, and it just reminds you how good he is and how cool his style is. When when he does that move, it's not just bringing it up, but he's also bending it up to the note.
Oh, okay. All right.
So it's not just no, he goes. Wait. Well, he does it in E. It's recorded in E flat, so this isn't standard. I already forgot it. And then and the coup de grace, the hardest part, is it the 9 fretter? And just slowing this.
Oh, it sounds like it's in that sub right now. You got to give it a minute to depressurize.
Just slowing that one little technique down that he did was so difficult for me, but I kind of described it as juggling. Like you can only juggle if you keep it going. If you stop, it falls apart. And this lick is. So
yeah.
But it's cool. It's I'm enjoying it. I think everyone should teach. If something.
I thought you were gonna say everyone should fucking hit you up for lessons.
No, because I don't have time. But
how far did you get through the solo in the one session?
Oh, we got to the end. So I went a little overtime because I wanted to get him to the end of it. So
you know what you got to do? You gotta get like a taxi cab thing behind you. So if as soon as you hit like that half hour, 45 minutes, you hit the thing, so it adds the right. What were those things on taxi cabs when they hit the thing? So you get the meter running.
I remember you get in and he'd hit it and it would start, like 250 or 350. You're like, what? We didn't even move yet.
We're in traffic. Does Caleb hide behind his Wawa so he doesn't fuck up? That's probably why Kirk uses him so much.
Wawa? I don't have Wawa.
Caleb, are you still taking on?
I'm not using a Wawa, man.
I'm not.
Come on.
Caleb, are you taking
What?
on any new students?
Sure.
So,
hit
guys,
me up.
check out the Caleb's email address, or if you want to check it out as OnlyFans, reach out to him. He'll get back to you about some lessons.
Make a thumbnail.
Message
Caleb.
me.
Make a thumbnail, and we'll.
Yeah, just message me on Instagram. Go to my Instagram, and it's Caleb_Rappaport on Instagram. Send me a message. Slide into my DMs.
Ooh.
Yeah, and we'll talk.
And there are a few others, real quick. Sorry, Jay. There are a few others in the chat that also teach. Joe Brown, you wouldn't be able to tell by his avatar, but he's a pretty filthy guitarist, which I did send everyone a quick clip of him playing. So maybe
You
we'll
sent me a clip a while back, dude, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Now, you know I don't pick up my guitar on these streams.
Impressive.
I embarrass myself.
Absolutely. So Joe Brown's the man. It's actually not his real name, but if maybe reach out to him in the chat, or I don't know, or if you want to put your email, whatever. And also my boy Xander, he gives some lessons as well. So, and does Cameron Brown, Camby B, does he give lessons as well?
Yep.
So there's some
Heavy
amazing
hitters.
There's
Heavy
some
hitters.
knowledge in here. So utilize it.
Right, but those guys aren't on this show. So what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, Boner.
Just kidding. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke.
Take off. No yelling on the bus. Brian Beesman.
Brian Beesman.
You know, that's the one thing I guess I would have, you know, if I could go back, I guess, you know, there was like a 10-year period where I didn't really play guitar very often, you know, before having kids. And I wish, I guess during that 10-year span or 9 years, whatever the hell it was, I wish I would have played more and really, you know, I kind of fell out of love with it, I guess. And, you know, I wish I could go back and just kind of kick myself in the ass and not play as many video games and not jerk off as much. You know?
Well, apparently that it lengthens your life, apparently, jerking off too much. So.
And playing guitar.
And yeah, that too.
Yep.
Kurt, Patty Dill in attendance. You would like to see your acoustic if you want to pull it out real fast.
Whoa.
Whip it out.
Acoustic.
It's right there. It's a Yamaha classical electric acoustic.
Is it an electric? No shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
Thing sounds awesome.
Well, that's cool.
There you go, Jay.
I'm not wearing pants, Brian.
Oh, I forgot. Sorry.
Wants to learn docking. Man, Lynch is another animal that's like, you know, he has a very distinct little nuances that he does and certain, you know, chords that he plays, and it's just, you know,
probably the second most recognizable style, rock style, I think, you know, in rock.
Well, you got him, you got Nuno. You know, you can kind of tell when those guys are playing. It's like you don't even have to friggin' see anything. You know it's them.
Just one bend from George Lynch, and I know it's him. Just the way he bends. So.
Bozique, that's a great question. It really is. I know a little bit of theory, and I'm still a shitty amateur. How do you get that good to be in a real band with no theory?
Yep.
I guess it's more of like, you know, I've always, I think, had a decent ear, and you know, you just hear what kind of notes sound good together, and you know, because I mean, even like all the solos and stuff, like here's the difference though. I have no idea what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Like I remember I was on the phone with Cameron Brown after he heard the latest Gizmachi record, and he was like explaining certain solos of like what mode I was in this one and like this and that. Like shit, I had no idea what I was doing. He's like, well, that's kind of cool that you didn't know what you're doing, but you know, so I guess it's more of I never played from, you know, I don't know.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about because, you know, you just avoid any kind of improvisational thing in front of people.
I can't do that. I can't. Yeah. Caleb, if you started playing a fucking riff or like a chord, you know, a rock chord, whatever.
Yeah.
I'd have to like
you'd have to like sound it out and like put you got so no one can hear you.
Dude,
Yeah,
have to,
I've been
like,
there.
Note
I've been
by
there.
note, write a solo for it. I wouldn't be able to just get up there and shred with anybody. You know what I mean?
No.
And I wish I could. That's one thing that I kind of am starting to work on is like going through and learning like, you know, the 3 note per string pentatonic stuff, you know, and shit like that, and like just being able to just come up with licks on the fly, which, you know, I can fake it sometimes, but I really have to get in there and note by note go through and not write, but you know what I mean. Some of the shit out, and it's kind of embarrassing, you know, to kind of have to admit that. And like, yeah, I was in a professional band for how many years, and I can't fucking jam.
Well, I mean, Eddie Van Halen cheated. He couldn't read. You know, he never learned to read. He did it all by memory and ear.
Yeah,
genius. So, you know, it's, you know, a lot of theory and reading music is another language. And if you had trouble learning Spanish in school,
oh God, yeah,
you know, it's the same kind of thing. There's like a whole wall to break through, and you either do or you don't.
And a lot of it is as well as if you're really, really interested in it. Like a lot of people, they find the theory thing like so fucking interesting, and like we talked about before, the meat and potatoes of like why certain things are the way they are.
Mm-hmm.
Like I just wanted to play guitar. Like, how does he do that? How does that guy play that lick? And how can I kind of incorporate it and maybe change some things around to add my own whatever it is to it, you know, and not just rip licks from people, you know?
Yes. You know, you have to a good ear. If you're not going to learn to read or theory, then at least have a good ear, because that'll tell you whether what you're doing is right or wrong right away. And that's kind of the secret to avoiding, you know, knowing a lot about what you're doing.
Yeah. Well, Bo Zeke was the one who answered that question or asked that question before. I mean, Joe Brown kind of says it. You don't need theory to write, but you need theory to improvise. I mean, I can get out there and just play licks I know, but it's not improvising. It's just playing licks you already know over something.
Yeah.
You know,
I mean,
sorry, go ahead.
Yeah. I mean, if I know what key we're in, I can generally get around, you know, improvise and do things inside of that. And it'll sound, you know, decent.
Mm-hmm.
But those are the easier songs, not the hard ones, not the crazy jazz stuff or whatever like that. That's just not going to happen for me. So, you know, everyone has their limitations, and when you do something as long as, you know, 40 years, you just adapt and learn how to get by as best you can. So, yeah. You know,
I mean, I just want to be a better guitar player. I mean, I know I can sit here and write music and do that kind of thing and methodically plan out a solo, but I want to be able to, you know, when I get that phone call from Larry Mitchell, hey, I'm going to be near you in 2 days, you know, why don't you come out and jam? I want to be able to jam with him. You know, I want to be able to, I want to get up there and actually like rip some shit and trade off.
If there was one thing I wanted or could do or could have the opportunity, I want to just learn a completely different style, right?
What would it be?
Country?
There's one guy that I think when I see him play, I go,
trip hop.
I want to play like that. And it's Josh Smith, you know, it's all that hybrid picking and stuff, you know, adding in fingers with picks and stuff. And just all this extra little things he does. And oh my God, check out Josh Smith. If you don't know who I'm talking, he's Bonamassa's second guitarist, but I think he's better than Bonamassa.
So what about Kurt and Brian? Like what, you know, is there anything that you know, maybe aren't working on, but if you had to pick something to get better at, or maybe like Caleb said, a different style of guitar playing, like what would you guys kind of work on or whatever?
Kurt, you can go first, bud.
I would say probably just blues licks,
Mm-hmm.
learning the old blues, because you can integrate that into rock solos. So for me, it would just be, you know, the blues scales, things like that.
Cool. And for me, I work with Xander on right now. Actually, we're doing sweeps.
You weren't doing sweeps already, Brian? Come on, man.
Yeah. Yeah. So, because there's a Stone Sour solo that I could play the whole song except for the sweep. So he's just been working with me on how to get it down, where to put your hand. It's yeah. So that I want to get better at solos and leads because I never really cared to learn them. Like I'm more of a riff. I'm the low end guy. Like I can write shit. Like I love doing that. So it's just being better at one, understanding the theory and what to do. Because Jay and I have made fun of Kerry King several hundred times that he just plays notes and there's no theory to it. And I don't want to do that.
Theory, but just like the notes they don't work with the fucking key that they're in.
Right.
And it's like, oh my God, I know you're playing them a million miles an hour and you don't really, it's not as noticeable if somebody, plays a note and it's like, whoa, and they're just holding on to that one note and it's completely wrong. There's a lot of that shit like inside out playing and things like that, Caleb, where, there's certain notes in a certain key that if you hold on to them, they're bad notes, but if you just touch them as you're going past, they like, ooh, like there's a couple Petrucci solos that kind of do that I learned. And I'm like, man, if I play that note, if I just hold that note, it sounds like you're playing a completely wrong thing.
Yep. Well, that's jazz. I mean, there's so many wrong notes in jazz, but
if you play them,
it's where you land. It's where you land.
Yep.
It's always, and that's what Eddie did too, because Eddie plays a lot of stuff that's not in key, doesn't work, and has no theory basis whatsoever. But he makes it work, and it's all about not what you're playing, but when. So
yeah, man, we got deep into guitar playing.
Yeah,
we're
not losing anybody. Wow, really good.
It's awesome. It's good. It's good shit.
Yeah,
Caleb, is there something that you're working on that you're looking to learn right now, or is there another Eddie Van Halen solo lead, anything at all that you're working on that you want to incorporate with your shows, or like a Beat It solo? Like, are you doing anything like that?
Well, we've always talked about doing that song in the show or just a part of it, which would be great. I think it would be cool, but we haven't gotten around to it. But as far as the next song I would like to bring into the act, I think it would be.
Wait, breaking news, Caleb. What is it? What do you got? No. You're about to break. What song you're breaking?
I think Drop Dead Legs or House of Pain.
Yeah.
Or On Fire would be fun too. Those are three songs we've never done, and they're killer. So
that'd be cool.
What song would you remove then?
That's tough. There's a lot of different opinions in the band, just like anything. Our singer digs a lot more commercial songs, and doesn't so much like going too deep because he doesn't think they read well. And I try to explain to him that the people that come see our band know every Van Halen song ever done, mostly. But I totally get what he's saying with, you play what people know.
Well, it's not even playing what people know, but I mean, I'm sure you guys have noticed this. Like you'll go to see a band and they'll play a cut. I love this one. They'll play a cut off of their new album. And it's when you listen to the record, it's like, this fucking song is awesome. And some songs just don't translate live. You see it all the time. A band will play a song and you're like, nobody really is into this, but it's a great song and it's a popular song. And then next thing you know, like a few weeks later, you'll see the set list and that song will be out of the set. It happens all the time. There's certain songs that just don't translate. It has to be you almost have to have the perfect tempo for certain songs.
Well, it's funny, because I was saying with Hal, Hal likes a lot more commercial songs and doesn't like to do a lot of deep cuts, just based on that theory that, the more people that know him, the more people will enjoy it. But when I said, we should do Romeo Delight, this is a few years ago, he was like, "What?" And then
song is that? Yeah.
Yeah, and then he, put the song on, at rehearsal, put his iPhone up to the mic and put it through the speakers, and a minute in, he was like, "Okay, let's do this," because he felt the energy from it. He knew that would be good for just to do, and so it depends,
Well, not everybody is, as far as Van Halen fans, not everybody is us in the chat, Kurt, you, Caleb, and me, where, we go to see a Van Halen band or even when Van Halen was still playing, they're playing fucking Jump, and I'm like, oh God, I want to hear the deep cuts, but again, we're not like 95% of Van Halen fans out there where it's like, they know the hits and they're not as obsessed with every fucking song.
Jump, talk about love in Panama. Those are
it's like we've heard them a million times. We want to hear the shit that they haven't played in 30 years,
Oh yeah, agreed.
Yes, and
I think the bigger bands, like for me, like Korn, I could go the rest of my life without hearing "Freak on a Leash."
Oh God, yeah.
Or "Got the Life." Like play "It's On" or "Dead Bodies Everywhere." Hell yeah, I'll go with that.
Mm-hmm.
Just play the first two albums in their entirety every show, and I'll
No,
how about this? This is a good question. Pick one of your favorite bands. Doesn't have to be Van Halen. Doesn't have to be Korn. Whatever. But one of your favorite bands that, if you were to go see them, if they were to do like one of those, we're playing this record in its entirety, front to back, dick to ass. Which album or which band and which album would it be? I know this is kind of on the spot, but maybe I should have thought of mine too.
Mastodon, Crack the Sky.
Ooh,
that album is amazing.
All right, that's a pretty good one.
What about you, Kurt?
Shit.
Yeah, we probably should have planned this one out.
I mean, Metallica, the Black Album would be cool, especially if they played it in order of the album.
Yeah, usually, right? Isn't that normally right? If they're playing an album in its entirety, they go front to back, right?
Yeah.
Dick to ass, Reen. It's not dick in the ass. I know that perked you up. Head to toe.
Probably, like, you guys know I'm a big Alice in Chains fan, so seeing him do Dirt.
Dirt.
Kurt with Dirt.
Kurt with Dirt. Yeah, I like when they play Dirt live. That's right. They played Dirt in its entirety. It was great.
Listen, let me pick a band that I wouldn't normally. Let's go with, like, for some reason, Fear Factory is on the top of my head right now. Let's see, Obsolete. I'd love for them to play, even though they don't have the singer and drummer and bass player anymore from that album, but that'd be kind of cool, John Deschain wants Operation Mindcrime.
Ooh,
but dude, I mean, they did that right on the Empire tour. They played Mindcrime in its entirety.
Yeah,
Operation Live Crime.
I think if we saw like the original Van Halen play, after after the right?
Yeah, right.
That's a good one too. I think if they did Fair Warning front to back, that would have been absolutely ridiculous.
It'd be a short set too. They could probably play three or four of their Roth era albums,
Absolutely.
Or Pink Floyd. Dark Side of the Moon.
Yep.
Oh yeah, Ryan said
Journey, Escape. Yeah.
Yeah, it's funny. False Flag and I have been messaging like a couple of boyfriends for the past day and a half about Metallica and Justice and how pissed off we are that like Metallica could still be amazing if they were produced and mixed properly, because I don't know if you guys have ever gone down this rabbit hole, like of these people that they'll like take a Metallica song off of one of the like recent records and they'll re-record it. Like if this song was like, there's a, if Moth to a Flame was on Justice, like how it would sound and what they would have done during that era. And it's like better than the band is coming up with now. You know, it's
But
like if
it's a double-edged sword, Jay. What if they were to do another album just like Justice? People would be like, "Oh, this sounds just like Justice. Why don't you guys do something different?" It's like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't.
well, I think obviously some fans, but I think the majority of Metallica fans would actually like, fuck yeah, dude, it sounds like Justice, you know, be pumped. But I don't know.
Arthur, the last Mr. Bungle album is awesome with Scotty in.
Yeah, it's kind of a thrash metal record, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, it's real good.
Jeannie says, Glassjaw, I will get to discuss whatever that is.
What's going on in the background there?
I don't know. 9-year-old stuff.
Yeah, kid having fun. It's
Really?
loud.
Cleansing? Not like
snap your finger, snap your neck.
Yeah, right. What was the oh shit. Beg to Differ. That's my favorite album from Prong. Beg to differ. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Wham! This is shit, man.
Metallica needs another garage album.
Well, they just need a producer in there that's not a yes man and somebody who knows. It's almost like Greg Fiddleman. He doesn't like, he's never heard classic Metallica before. And, you know, it's so weird where there's like so many parts that come on and you're like, why didn't they add a harmony there? It's like it's right there. It's blatant how obvious it is that a guitar harmony should be there, and they just don't do it.
Brian, you like Ministry?
I like Ministry. I don't love Ministry, but I do like Ministry.
I haven't heard them forever.
Weren't they the band with the what was that one song?
Oh yeah, New World Order.
Oh, you got to isolate that for a drop. Sorry.
They're industrial, right?
Yeah, they are.
Yep.
You got to put that and Brian's drop together.
Somebody timestamp that. What are we at? What are we
You
at?
got the low end with the solo. It would be
7:29.
7:29. Oh, okay. I thought you meant the. We're an hour and 28 in or something like that.
But Just One Fix by Ministry is their best, I think. So good. So good.
What else? Switch it up.
Let's talk about something else besides music. Is that what you're saying? Switch it up?
Maybe.
Well, we got a low.
We lost 10.
I put a link in the chat.
Lost 10,000.
What was that, Kurt?
I said, well, we got a lull. I put a link in the chat for our merch store.
Oh, hell yeah.
So if you guys want some Under the Bus merch, Jay, here's this new hoodie.
Oh, I see what you did. Hey, what's you want to move that front logo to the
side?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, a little on the up here.
Also, I ordered a coffee mug last Thursday morning, and it came to my office on Monday.
That's ridiculous.
Monday.
What store is this?
Our store, Caleb.
That's our store.
No, I mean through who?
Spring. Creative.
Oh, Teespring? Okay. That's what I use.
Anyway, check it out.
We'll be adding more shit. You know, some jocks and socks.
See a false flag.
We're gonna false flag. See you, dude. We'll get back to Metallica chat later on tonight or tomorrow.
You should put the ball jar in the store.
We should put the jock strap that Caleb was wearing that one time when he got up. And we should sell that. What do you think?
Right? With the taint paint?
Dude, there's another there's somebody else who I saw that's using the kind of the same idea as us with something else with different, letters or something. So
really?
We didn't blatantly rip off the NWO though.
No, of course not. We thought of this and
this is original.
It's original.
Totally original.
Who is it, Jay?
Hall and Nash came out with it.
Who is it? What part of Santa Cruz are they in?
Yeah, let's go after him.
off, eh?
Who's ripping us off?
Nobody's ripping us off.
Oh, okay.
I mean, can you really copyright this? You know, it's like it's letters, right? It's a font. So
That's true. And we did. So
It's all good.
yeah.
You know, when we get 4 million followers, maybe we'll have enough for a lawyer.
Yeah. If we get sued, that means we're doing all right.
Yeah.
That's right.
What is this?
Wow. That's a lot.
Emotional damage.
We ripped off Monster Energy for what?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
Oh God, we're getting accused of stuff.
R2, Kurt's bringing you to Pound Town. It's coming your way.
Hey, Brian. So the coffee mug.
Yeah.
Is it dishwasher safe?
I don't know. I've just been washing it in my office
With urine.
with urine and fecal matter.
Wait, Mayan or urine?
Uranus or my anus?
Urine pee-pee. Yeah, Jay's all worried about the quality.
Oh, it's good.
Yeah,
It's great.
I don't want my name or our name attached to people calling up or emailing. Fucking, I washed this shit once.
Caleb's face fell off.
That was by design.
No,
Yeah.
it's good quality.
Yeah, it's based on appearances on the show.
It's like
Oh.
it's like Back to the Future.
Yeah.
You know, less appearances, it starts to disappear. off
Yep.
the mug.
What? We got to make those two kiss.
Yeah.
It's
Brian.
jamming under my balls, Dan.
Gotta make those two paint taints.
Oh, you don't have a dishwasher at the office? I think Ashley's saying she does.
Oh,
Well, she probably
No
spends a
doubt.
lot of time in the kitchen in the office anyway, right? I mean, so
Oh,
Shots fired.
did you hear that, Ash?
oh, does Ash work with you?
No. Well, she has her own agency,
Oh,
but we work for the same company.
back in the CT.
Yes.
Jay doesn't know how to wash out anything but his asshole with the bidet.
There you go.
Nothing says love like that.
Yeah.
Right. That's I guess the only person you want writing that in the chat is your wife. That's great. So
yeah.
Otherwise, it's an accusation.
At least his wife watches this shit.
I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Dude, my parents are watching this shit right now. I'm talking about bideting my ass. But the funny thing is my parents bought a bidet after my dad came over one day and had to explode. And he tried out the bidet and he's like, I think like 2 days later, he went and bought one.
Oh,
It's like,
sure.
hey, if we're having Jay over, we gotta have a bidet.
So they didn't put their bidet in the what would it be called in a house? Not the community bathroom, but the one
The master.
they put it in their bathroom in the
The
master one, whereas the one that everybody else uses, there's not one in there. So, but dude, they're game changing, life changing things. I'm telling you. Mhm. You want to lose your audience? Start talking about bideting your ass.
Yep, down to 59,000.
Bend over and I'll show you.
Well, welcome to Under the Bus. If you enjoy all this shit, please subscribe. If you're watching and you haven't done so yet, and please lightly tap the thumbs up button or thumbs down, whatever floats your fucking boat. Thank you very much.
Yeah, let's say hi to the people that make all this. Let's say hi to the people that make all this possible.
And also, I think one thing we should start maybe asking people to do is, whether you're watching it live or whether you're watching it on replay, you can do timestamps in the comment section or just comment on what your favorite part was, or if somebody said something stupid like me,
Send
just
that
highlight
clip
it.
to a friend to start a fire out there. It'd be great.
Or send it to us, and we're gonna start putting them on our shorts, and we'll give you
On
a
your
shout out.
shorts?
We'll give you
Sure.
a shout out video.
Mm-hmm.
Right, Jay?
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Kurt, Kurt, are we going to have any special guests anytime soon? Are we going to have a show with a special guest, perhaps a sibling?
Yeah, we're going to try to get my brother on. We just got to figure out a day to do it because it can't be Wednesdays or Mondays. So I'll get with him this weekend and figure something out.
So fill me in on this. He's going to be on our channel.
Yeah.
Does he know that he... Does he know what kind of... Obviously, he knows what kind of content we got going on over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think he would like to come on and just break up the monotony of talking Xbox.
Mm-hmm.
And I mean, he's huge music passion. So we can talk about his channel, and then we can just talk about all the stupid shit him and I did growing up. Whatever.
I feel like I know him now from watching him.
Yeah.
And I think he knows me for all the ignorant shit I write on his channel. So it's pretty good.
But yeah, I think we should probably try to do some more spin-off shows with some guests. I know Caleb and I did Frankie Lindia. You guys did AJ and Xander. But I think it'd be cool to have some.
Yeah, I think.
Yes.
Of course, yeah.
And people in the chat have been asking me too, like, you guys should have guests on and blah blah blah. And just so everyone knows, this Wednesday show is just us.
Yep.
And if we're gonna do anything off the normal, it'd be a different night.
Yep.
So there's a reason. There's a reason why we don't have guests on here. The only
we don't want a guest who's a famous guy who's going to forget our names when we ask him to do a tag for the show. We don't want that. So we're going to keep this show, just the four of us. But we'll let somebody do that on a different night.
Yep.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, we got to get some.
Saturday, Jay. This Saturday, I'm going to be on with those guys, 9 p.m. Eastern on Fruitcake Tony's channel. So don't miss it.
Caleb and I and Brian will be in the chat just razzing your ass.
Yes.
Good.
Yep.
I need it.
And Jay has a lot of friends in the music industry who he needs to make some calls and get on our show. So we'll do that. I'm going to do some stuff. AJ's going to come back on at some point. We'll have Xander come on at some point. We'll do some cool shit.
I was thinking about having my
plenty of content for the summer that's here.
I do know that at one point there was somebody that was going to come on somewhere, and this might have been, I remember what it was. It was on a different channel, and they tuned into a Tuesday night to see like what the channel was about, and it was a Mancuda night, and they canceled their appearance.
Oh,
so
shocking.
Really?
Oh yeah. I forget who the guest was. I'm sure I can go back into messages and find it, but
you want to read that one, Caleb?
Oh yeah.
We don't have to be here for that one.
Is he still alive?
I don't know.
I don't know.
All I know is that video that Cobra Kai did with Airplane.
Yeah.
Can we ever show something like that or no?
We should.
Shouldn't give a fuck at this point, right?
I mean,
Wait,
we were
tonight?
We were crying when we saw that.
Should we show that?
Does anybody even? I mean, how many people in the chat actually even?
I have it.
No. How many people know?
We'll talk about Texas Joseph.
Let's do it. We'll do it on a. Oh, never mind.
No, let's do it. Let's do it tonight.
Now. Let's give Cobra Kai his glory.
I just want you guys to know
his glory hole.
That it took me about 15 seconds watching this clip to realize what was happening, because it's such a famous visual. But then to hear what he added to the visual, the audio, and it was pretty fresh from what happened. You guys, if you watch the old channel we were on, you'll understand. This is one of the funniest things I've ever experienced.
And he went so far as when he was doing that video, he took the audio out of the movie and he put airplane noise in the background. He added.
Yes. Is Cobra Kai okay with us?
He's laughing.
I saw a laughing face. So,
Brian, I don't know if you've seen this. Have you?
No, I have no fucking clue what you're talking about. So.
Oh, dude. Well, do Do you know who our friend Texas Joe is?
Oh yeah, how could I forget? That guy fucking just talked the whole time.
There you go. So Jay was stuck with him on a Friday night.
Jay was stuck with
a couple hours, right?
Couple hours.
And then the next night, the three of us were supposed to be on, and he showed up.
All right.
And all right, Jay's got it. We were all waiting for him to leave, and he didn't leave, and finally we just threw in the towel.
Yeah.
I think Paul was part of that too.
He just didn't stop talking, and it was funny, but it wasn't, because it wasn't. It was ridiculous. I thought it was a joke.
Yeah,
but it was real.
Yeah.
All right.
God.
All right. Prepare yourselves, everyone.
Are you good with this? He's gonna have to be, isn't he?
He said yes.
All right, he's gonna have to be.
All right.
Kurt, what do you have on deck here?
Oh, nothing. Let me take it out.
I didn't know if you make sure you don't have like pics of your fucking dick in there or something that you're accidentally gonna show.
I was gonna show them to someone in the chat.
Okay. All right, should I let it rip?
Yep.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, I had a huge stash of magazines. Remember, we all didn't have the internet, so I used to buy every magazine I could get my hands on in all across South Texas. The bookstores down there had what did we have? We had a bunch of independent bookstores. There was no Barnes and Noble or anything like that, but there was those types of stores up here in San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and even the music stores. You could buy music magazines at the music stores up here. In South Texas, you couldn't find that, so it was rare. Mainly at the bookstores, and I would collect all those magazines. Guitar World.
Janice, please don't. Oh, you're disappointing me here.
Yeah, I had a huge.
Oh, God.
I forgot that was in there. I forgot.
What?
The end. The audio or the audio at the end.
The audio. I haven't heard John Biel's voice in a while, man. I hope he's doing all right.
Yeah, we love John Biel.
So good. So good.
Ashley said it's like me when I talk nonstop.
Okay. Well,
you ain't coming on the show then if you're going to talk like that.
Yeah. We'll have to
Some
make a
people are
video.
blessed with lungs.
Yeah. Should we roll it one more time just in case everybody missed it? Or
I think so.
We'll put it at the end. How about that? We'll wrap up with that.
Oh, did you get my picture with Jim Florentine too? It's in there. So.
Let me put it up there.
Caleb doesn't wait till the body's cold, does he?
Oh no.
Oh, I thought we waited long enough. That was a long time. Over a year.
Oh man.
But yeah, when I saw that in my, sent to me in our text thread, and then I played it. It took me a minute to realize who was talking. I thought it was Ted Stryker talking, just because the clip is so iconic.
Ted Stryker.
Yeah. Hey, here we go. Yep, that was fun.
So did you guys actually shoot the shit, or did you just kind of like, oh, come we take a picture with you guys?
We talked a little bit. I met Don on the he was on the cruise. I think
Don
Florentine couldn't get on the cruise because he had COVID. He got COVID. And so Don introduced us our first set that we played there on the cruise, and he was really cool, really nice guy. And so he introduced me to Jim, and yeah, they were really cool. This was a few hours before our set. There's me with my little earplugs, just in case the bands were too loud. And it was fun. It's a fun night. Big night for us. Last August.
Jeff Stryker.
Ted Stryker. Stryker. Stryker, you're gonna blow out some backs.
Jay, I sent you an article. We have some music news with your boy.
Don't get into the music news yet. I have to Oh, I'm doing something real quick. You're gonna have to.
What's funny, Caleb, is Steven loves Airplane, Naked Gun, Police Academy. He loves that. Is it slapstick comedy? Is that what it's called?
It's like, hey, Caleb, how big is your hands, man? I can feel I can feel a finger on my neck, and I feel a finger on my elbow.
Jesus, look how far apart your fingers are up there.
Isn't that crazy? I mean, it's got one. He's got his thumb in my it's twiddling my earlobe, and the other one's my asshole. So the pinky.
Yeah, Caleb, what's going on Jim Florentine's right shoulder? You have all five. You have your four fingers and your thumb, like
right, and it looks like a a flesh colored spider is crawling up the back of his shoulder.
Jesus.
My boy Don should not be wearing a cutoff shirt.
Oh, come on! What do you mean?
Yeah, have you seen Kurt's guns?
Mine?
Yeah.
No.
Well, what's
you haven't seen your own?
Welcome us to the gum show.
All right. Give me 1 second. I'll
Striker.
Striker.
You gonna roll that clip or what?
Yep, I'm getting there.
Piss real quick, boys.
There we go. There you go. Updated thumbnail.
Oh, come on. That's embarrassing.
That's childish.
That is so childish.
Who would do such a thing?
He got white shorts on. What do you expect?
The travesty.
Hey, Caleb, who drew a dick on your white shorts there?
Oh, man. We lost Kurt.
Brian Amusement.
I guess that's a true statement.
Oh, that's good.
Kurt. Striker.
Wow.
Man.
So anywho, do you want to pull up the article I sent you, Jay?
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of there's some music news we got going. Let me I guess I'll pull that one up first. Well, that's not really what the Wolfgang news I was gonna put in first. Hold on. Let me put this up here. Yeah. All right.
People really talking about what I've got going on? That's crazy. Wow.
About your finger blasting skills, or just what's going down in the downstairs area?
Yeah, that's what's going on down there. I love it. You know, when you have 99.8% male audience, it's really fun to see comments like that. It's great. So.
This is what Kurt and I have been discussing. Wolfgang Van Halen, social media is just a pile of negativity and awful, awful things.
That is true.
Agreed. That is true.
Of course.
It's fucking terrible.
Is this a new interview?
Look at the date.
Come on.
Hold on. Let me edit the picture and circle this, Kurt.
You know what, Jay? Fuck you.
Maybe draw a dick on it and he'll point a wiener on that at that date and he'll look at it, okay?
Kurt, how the hell we doing, Uncle Lazy? Here you boy.
He did an interview like 2 weeks ago where he said this. That's what I'm wondering.
Yeah.
If they're posting it now.
Yeah,
I love that.
You asshole.
Asshole, man.
Fucking asshole.
Emotional damage.
Who's asshole, man? All right. If you notice, when I'm not on tour, I'm not on social media as much. think it's part of the job, unfortunately, which is true. You know, you obviously want to promote yourself out there, right?
He should have a media guy.
Oh, I agree with that. Yeah, if I mean, none of us. Well, sorry, I don't. Caleb likes social media, but I think the three of us, we're not
I'd
really
rather shove a sandpaper dildo in my ass than be on social media. But the thing is with Wolfgang is it's actually working for him because people are talking about it. You know?
Mm-hmm.
So I think, it's working, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He gets a lot of smack thrown his way. So once in a while he calls somebody out and shames them, and I think on a different day, it depends on what day it is. I think you either ignore it or you actually go after somebody. So, but it is remarkable how many people like to come at you for just like, and it's not even like you're doing something negative to start. I understand if you do something negative, like that's mean or something, or then you open yourself up. But if you just throw somebody something, I think that's a different story.
Caleb, have you ever had an argument with someone online before?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
His main Twitter account got banned.
It sure did.
Sure did.
Sure did. Yeah. No, I used to talk a lot of smack, but it was always in response. So
yeah.
We have some breaking news.
What is that? Oh, there you go. Somebody else read that.
I'm at you. Hey everyone, my friend Angelo's gay. He just told me.
Well, he tells them every Wednesday.
Congrats,
Wednesday.
Angelo, for the 54th straight time of announcing your gayness. Love it. Congrats.
Well, my opinion on social media is, I mean, the negativity, it comes with the territory. When you put yourself out there,
yes,
the more popular you get. I mean, shit, dude, if it ever gets to the point where we're getting multiple people taking shots at us, I want that, because it means that we're actually doing something.
Right.
And people are actually paying attention.
Yeah. In fact, there's a truth to the fact that the more that you get, the more it's working.
Yeah.
And I love this one quote I got recently, was that nobody more successful than you will ever leave you a negative comment.
That's beautiful right there.
Yeah. Wow. So
you don't see fucking James Hetfield going on anybody's Instagram fucking taking shits on him. You
right.
know? That's not how you play blackened, bro.
Right. You don't see Kirk Hammett messing with people about how much wah they use.
That is true.
So
yeah, that's great. See, the one comment right here, it says, when it comes to people who feel the same way I do, dealing with depression and anxiety, right there should be like, you should get off social media then. Like, because that stuff social media breeds that shit in people.
Puts cats on a fire.
Yeah.
Who doesn't have anxiety? Like, everyone has anxiety.
Jay Santiago, I was the guy that did the smacking with the can of Twisted Tea. It wasn't the other way around. That was me.
You smack someone with a can of Twisted Tea?
Wouldn't that be cool?
Imagine knowing that guy. Like, hell yeah, man.
That video is great.
Oh, the sound it makes is it's beautiful.
Oh, yeah. You could start When the Levee Breaks with that sound.
That'll be the snare drum in the amusement park ride. Would be the kick. Oh man, yeah. That's why, for the most part, man, I just scroll and read, and there'll be times where I type something in to a response box, but it's never like to attack somebody. It's almost like to give my opinion on. It's usually about music. You know, if somebody's talking about whether it's Metallica, Van Halen, or something, I'll sometimes think like, I got to respond to this person, but then I'm like, then it's going to turn into an argument no matter what, you know, and it's like pointless. Do I really care if this complete stranger knows my opinion on something? No, I don't.
But, Jay, you do like looking at the comments and looking at people fighting with each other.
Yeah, of course. Yeah. I like a train wreck as long as I'm not in it.
And Facebook is the worst for that. And I have never had Facebook until we got this channel, and I can't believe
the ignorance.
It's ridiculous.
I love those in the Van Halen, especially like the Eddie Van Halen groups on Facebook. They someone will post a picture of Eddie and Valerie, you know, from 1984 or something, and then like within the first 4 comments, you know, someone will be like, it'll always be a female too, and she'll go, you know, she left him.
You know, he cheated on her.
Exactly. You know, like
cheating on him too.
Yeah.
And it's just hilarious how it's just like, oh, now we're just inside their relationship now. Like, woo, you know, like we, you know, like, you know, that, you know, she left him. So
it's like, oh, thanks. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Thanks for that.
No fucking idea about any of that.
Yeah, Cameron, they are the Van Halen groups are full of the craziest people in the whole world, I think, are in the Van Halen groups. So,
but isn't it weird though? You'd think, right? If you were from a different planet and you had, you know, reasonably the same intelligence as human beings, right? And you came down and you kind of explained what social media is and these groups, you'd think that, oh, well, people with the same interests and love for something, they would all, for the most part, get along, right? No, Brian, right? Brian Beesman. You know, the Chicago Bears message board, that Shy City Sports or whatever thing that I go to check like the Bears news and stuff like that for articles. Dude, the majority of the people are fighting with each other, and it's like you're fans of the same team.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
All you do is just shit on each other, you know?
Well, 1985 is a long time ago.
Yes, it was.
It was. I actually got into an argument with a guy. Well, actually, I think wasn't that the Bears chat, Jay? And never mind. Anyway,
what
I said you and I were commenting on something.
Here you go, Caleb.
And I wrote the Acho Man, and the guy fucking like yelled at me.
Yeah.
You remember that? And he was just like, real funny asshole. And I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, I'm a Bears fan too. Fucking calm down.
Hey, there's a Bears player named Sam Acho. So every time like he'd make a play or something and during a game, like Brian would text me, the Acho Man or something. It's like, it's funny. Like, why is that, you know?
The hell is he talking about?
Yeah. Or I was on a Cubs chat once, and some guy was saying that the Cubs starting pitching staff was the best in the league. I'm like, no, I think the Mets did. I had the hate and vitriol that just came spewing to me. I'm like, I'm a Cub fan. I just think the Mets starting pitching is just better, and it was ridiculous. I'm like, I'm out.
People are nuts, man.
Yep. Anyway.
Yeah.
That's that.
So what else is going on before we didn't even go through our patrons tonight, man? What a bunch of assholes. Let's pull it up and then we'll start the festivities for the end here. Don't everybody fucking leave either. This is bullshit. Nobody fucking leave.
Right?
Don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
You want me to pull it up?
Pull it up.
That's true, but we still do it.
Yep.
You know, that's why, you know, people always ask like the living 85 Bears, like, why do you think you guys are still blah, blah, blah? Because the Bears haven't won it since then.
Yep.
That's why we're still holding on to that shit, which, I mean, let's be honest, was a great fucking team. And, you know, the cast of characters on it was, didn't, you know, obviously helped.
When you have a fucking Super Bowl song coming out 2 months before it, you know, you're the fucking shit.
Yeah. And the day after they lost their only game that year is the Monday morning is when they filmed that shit.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing here?
Yup.
Here we go.
Dan Marino.
Andy Carson. Michael the Captain Smith. Michael the Captain. Randy Price.
A 51, a 54 one.
Nelson Rodriguez. Still alive. He's alive.
Dave. Night. Paul Martin. Woods. Who's got wood? He's got a large woody. War one egg. He was in the chat earlier. I don't know if he's still here. Man, we completely fucking left out like 3 articles that I had. I forgot about them.
Would you shut up, Jay, and let me do this?
The 40 sex defense.
Sherman the Tank Callahan. Jimmy. Ray. Hawkins.
My name is Jeff.
Fairfield Guitar Co.
My name is Jeff. Lewis.
Frank Corcoran. Oh, Corcoran. Stephen and Franklin, a boss bag all the way from Australia.
Your name here. Ryan the Vicey. Queasy. Brad the Weeze. Steve-O 5150. Joke Riddler. Johnny. Jeremy. Josie. Has-Been.
Bring up the buses. We got the $5 a month little ship bus there. I just said thank you for entertaining all of us. You see some crazy motherfuckers. The double-decker one in the middle, double-decker bus patron. That's the middle one, the red one there. And then we got the big bopper there on the right. I almost said left.
Big bucks. Big money.
Tour bus patron. We got all kinds of crazy shit going on in there.
This is such a crock of shit.
If you want to get on with the big bucks, big bopper money, the tour bus patron is where it's at. I'll give you guys some extra stuff there soon too.
My name's Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
My name's Jeff.
The fuck are you doing?
Me.
What were you talking about earlier, Kurt?
Getting my tires blown out.
There you go.
Glad there's a wide shot.
God, did someone film me today?
Look out.
Loud? Is that too loud or is that good?
That's good. It's gonna be louder. Oh no, bro. Take it out. Take it out.
Is it still preparing it?
Pull out, son.
Never blow your load too deep into a tire.
Oh God, dude.
Oh.
That is one lucky.
Oh.
Dude, he blows his shit up. Look at that.
Oh.
Brian Beesman.
Blowing out backs.
Look at this. Let's slow-mo it. Look at that.
Oh, and his ears. You know he blew his ears out as he reached.
His right ear is gone.
Oh my God.
He's lucky he didn't get killed.
Your mother's lady parts don't stand a fucking chance.
That's awful. I've never heard that one.
Your mother's lady parts don't stand a fucking chance. Step back to the bulge here.
Wait, is there a Homer Simpson voice in there? Is there a dope? Oh, wow. Oh, play it at regular speed.
Okay.
Jay has the.
Okay. Wow. Dude, he totaled his car.
One lucky.
State
Right,
Farm
Brian? He totaled his car. They don't replace cars like that anymore.
Yeah, that's and it's covered. That's a covered claim.
Right?
Is it really?
That guy's covered in rubber.
Has the supply chain returned enough on cars where they're not calling them totaled so easily? Because that's what was happening like the middle of last year, right? Or even in the fall. You'd get just your front end damaged, and the car would be totaled because they couldn't replace the parts.
Wow.
Auto insurance right now is an absolute shambles. It's like it's a bad scene.
Go ahead, Kurt.
Can we take a fucking moment just to admire what's going on here?
I don't have the shambles one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and Ash can concur, but auto insurance.
Nobody asked her, Brian. We're talking to you about it.
Well, I'm just saying she can chime in the chat, but it's
okay.
It's bad news right now. It's bad news, and I would guess every single person who's here, all your rates are going up. Enjoy.
My name is Jeff.
Yes.
Wow. So what does this go under? Like, I mean,
comprehensive coverage.
Is this comprehensively an idiot coverage?
Yeah, being retarded is covered by insurance, so it's true.
Like, I mean, is that total?
What are you thinking?
Would that be total? I don't think so. No, it's just like what the front quarter panel. Well, unless there's damage
right?
inside. Yeah.
Oh, it looked like it blew into the engine area too.
It does. Look at that.
Yeah. Damn, son.
Has anyone ever had that thought filling up a tire? Like, am I
sure.
Thing up too much?
Yep.
Absolutely.
What happened to that guy today at Valvoline? Fat ass. That's going to be me tomorrow morning.
Yeah, you're going to go to fill it up.
Yeah.
Fucking Bluey. All right.
Next show, I'm going to look like Rocky Dennis.
Let's see. What else do we have here? All right. He'll be another car. Well, we got 3 car ones tonight, folks. So buckle up.
Oh, yeah.
It's a beautiful morning.
Look at his slippery.
No. Oh, bro.
What does that go under, Brian?
Well, the damage to the house is a homeowner's claim. And the damage to the car would be a collision claim.
Collision with what?
The garage door.
What did he even do?
Look at his hair.
You can't be negligent. So he stepped on the.
Well, he's like I can see in my garage.
He stepped on the clutch. He was probably in gear and just went forward.
Oh, and there's no e-brake, so he just went.
He stuck his head in the gap.
Yep. And
who's he calling? Is he calling you, Brian, right there?
Yes. And then I'm like, you dumb fuck.
E-brake's not on. The car's in first, and he depressed the clutch after starting. Didn't have the leverage.
Hey, hold on. Look at his feet. He's trying to stop it with his toes. Look at this. Look at this. Right, let it go slowly. Look at this.
Wow, he did. That was his mistake. He did the clutch with his left foot,
right,
and no brake.
He did the clutch with his right foot.
Oh, his right foot, right?
Wrong.
Right, wrong. Yeah. So idiot for not having a foot available for the brake. Because when have you ever used your right foot for the brake? Oh no, you have actually. Okay, I'm confused. It's been a while since I've driven stick, by the way. There you go.
Now you know what happens. He's calling his dad to tell him he fucking drove through the
carriage.
It's like right here, right? When he uses the phone, it's like, Dad, hold on. Wait till he puts it to his ear. Oh shit!
Watch a car is parked in there, and that car is damaged as well. And that'd be 3 claims.
Dad, you won't believe this. I drove through the.
You dumb asshole!
Dad, I wrecked your Jeep and I ran it into your girlfriend's garage.
Yeah, that Barney Rubble, Fred Flintstone braking technique doesn't work.
Fucking space and sprockets. He's looking at the camera too, like he knows he's gonna do something stupid. Look at that.
Watch this.
Dick gazer.
Dick gazer. Oh man.
There you go.
He drops.
Like, do you tell him exactly what happened? In this case, Brian, is it smart to tell BonerJams Insurance that Beesman's Insurance that this is what you did?
Yeah. Oh, people are pretty honest about stupid shit.
You won't believe this. Try me, ma'am.
Yeah, try me. I've seen some ignorant shit happen.
Yeah, it's Thursday. I've heard a lot this week.
Yep.
All right, we got one more for you sick fucks out there.
Oh man.
You ready for this one?
She giving roadhead, I hope.
Truck nuts?
Yeah.
Well, close.
I know you fucking lying. Look at this boy eating toes.
Oh God.
Ew. A dude's toes? Oh,
I
no.
know you. Now he's. Oh hell no.
Nasty bitch, I see you. You fucking
You hear what he calls it though? Listen to what he calls this.
No, you fucking lying. Look at this boy eating toes.
Ew.
Go.
Toes on the
Bitch,
go.
you
Listen.
toes on the go. Toes. Go. Bitch, you couldn't eat at home. I know you. Now he's. Oh hell no.
nasty bitch, I see you.
Nasty
Who's he
bitch.
calling a bitch, him or her?
Both.
Ugh. Oh.
Toes on the go.
Is she recording him eating her toes?
Oh.
Fucking lying. Look at this boy eating.
Now I think she's just
toes
checking her
on
email.
the go. Bitch, you couldn't eat at home. I know you. Now he's. Oh hell no.
Ew.
Nasty bitch, I see you. You fucking nasty. Bitch, I see you.
Dude.
Fucking nasty.
That is creepy.
You fucking nasty.
That guy looks scary.
The guy looks very scary.
Nasty bitch, I see you.
That ain't the only thing that dude's putting in his mouth.
Is that Amber Rose?
But you know what though? Like he's at a red light. There are other cars, right? It's
The
not
way,
like
the way he was putting that thing in his mouth, that's not the only thing that dude has put in his mouth.
I'm pretty sure she wasn't checking her investment portfolio on her phone as this was occurring.
Dude, you never know.
She looks like a real bitch too.
Yeah. She looks
Dude,
like
she's
she's
doing
not
the-
even impressed with that technique.
Yeah, well, not even the stroke down.
Man,
Wow.
fucking nasty.
I would throw up.
That's 5-toe death punch right there.
I'm glad they got called out.
Eating toes on the go. Bitch, you couldn't eat at home. I know you. Now he's. Oh hell no.
Look at the way he did that. Look, oh yeah. Okay, bro.
You fucking nasty.
I bet she's got some hammer toes too.
Look at this boy eating toes.
He starts to like gag himself with it.
Yeah, like
go.
Like a
Bitch, you
dick.
couldn't eat at home. I know you. Now he's. Oh hell no.
Yeah, that's not.
Nasty bitch, I see you. You fucking nasty.
She flipped her hair like she's innocent.
Yeah, where's the moment? The moment that they get. Right?
Oh.
Imagine he's like, Caleb, what if you saw this and you're like, oh my God, that's Shen's fucking school teacher.
Yeah, I think that would be a problem. Yeah, because that dude definitely like is just in everyday society, and that's what he likes to do. So as long as he's doing it on her, and not
not any of the kids.
Not any of the kids.
It's like BonerJams eating Portellos.
And there's me, like, you doing it again? You throwing up? How many times you gonna throw up, Brian? You fucking nasty.
And
The fuck are you doing?
Man,
thing ever.
What do you think, Caleb? Sorry about that. I cut you off.
Bitch, that dude's a judge.
It's gonna give me nightmares.
Oof.
Who else is gonna go jerk off to that?
Me. Sorry, yeah. No.
That was a guy recording video.
That I was not expecting to see that.
No, right?
No.
Thanks, Jay.
I wasn't expecting to see that either. And
Yeah. There you go.
well, don't forget, everybody, Saturday I will be on the Fruitcake Tony show with those guys doing Show Me Your Pick Gizmachi.
Is Balls going to be on?
I think so. I'm going to have to talk to Balls and say, hey, if you got to come on, you can't be laying in bed on your back with the fucking dick cam going, you know?
You rub your balls while you're watching this?
Anyone else have anything to add before we get on the fuck on out of here?
I say, hey, felt firm, motherfucker, dick, pussy, snot, and shit. Good night. Good night. Suck my dick. Bye-bye.
No? Anyone?
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Facebook user.
Yeah.
Well, we still have to do something before we're out of here. So I will leave. We will leave everybody to
Here we go. Let's do it.
well, stick around. After the outro, we'll bust it in. What? No? You want to do it now and then we'll do it? What are we doing?
Caleb wants to see it one more time.
Oh, we got to see it one more time.
All right. Fuck it. Good night, everybody. We're out of here.
Yeah, I had a huge stash of magazines. Remember, we all didn't have the internet, so I used to buy every magazine I could get my hands on in all across South Texas. The bookstores down there had what did we have? We had a bunch of independent bookstores. There was no Barnes and Noble or anything like that, but there was those types of stores up here in San Antonio, Corpus Christi, and even the music stores. You could buy music magazines at the music stores up here. In South Texas, you couldn't find that, so it was rare, mainly at the bookstores. And I would collect all those magazines, Guitar World.
Janice, please don't leave. Oh, you're disappointing me here.
Bitch!